Markowitz's fabricated scene of Daisy and Jay's first meeting not only floats aimlessly in this A&E production, but it sadly misinterprets Fitzgerald's vision of the American dream. It's sad enough to spend your evenings clicking aimlessly upon YouTube video, but it's even more depressing to find that someone has spent their time uploading an entire television production to that website. In Paul Rudd, The Great Gatsby, Part 3, one slightly awkward scene follows another. Everything could be forgiven, though, if it weren't for this single interpolated scene, which completely misinterprets Jay Gatsby's identity and negates the whole purpose with which he created himself. The scene in question is not taken from the novel. It's invented by the director, and it begins just after Gatsby's butler delivers the handwritten invitation to Nick. Nick is played respectably by Paul Rudd. The sight of Gatsby's name on the card sets off eerie reverberations of Gatsby's name in voiceover upon voiceover. Female voices repeat the name with varying inflections ranging from doubt to awe. Without warning, a shot of Daisy, played by the strangely bohemian yet Daffy Duck-like Mira Sorvino, merges with the shot of Nick's confused face. And a scene of the young Jay Gatsby, played by a strained yet oddly smiling Toby Stevens, drifts from nowhere in an attempt to recreate the first meeting between Daisy and Gatsby. The problem is that the scene is nowhere in the book either. Fitzgerald took pains to establish Jay Gatz as a young roustabout who deliberately refined his single-syllabic working name into the more British-sounding Gatsby. Fitzgerald's oft-quoted passage, "He sprang from the Platonic conception of himself," is blown away like the leaves before Daisy's car in this ill-conceived interpolation. Instead, the young Jay Gatz, costumed more like a brown shirt of the Third Reich than a U.S. Army soldier, simply adopts the name after Daisy in a breathless yet somehow ordinary voice, tries to recall it. "Now, what did you say your name was again? Glaxton? Gatsby?" Choosing the latter, he smiles, yet again. Yeah, Gatsby'll do. Even the wailing saxophone and the Ken Burns effects can't disguise the unfortunate misreading here. Fitzgerald's vision of the American dreamer, the young roughneck who makes it on a song and a smile, is lost in this awkward scene. Every high school student recalls the Ben Franklin-like journal that Gatsby's father shows Nick and recognizes, or ought to recognize, the self-discipline founded upon imagination and hope that the name change symbolizes. This version implies that Gatsby changes his name simply because it's dropped from Daisy's lips, out of convenience or spontaneity. In this assumption, the ideas of hope, possibility, and gleaming self-confidence are absent. Even Paul Rudd can't save this particular scene, largely because he's not in it. He is, however, in most of the other 10 clips, a refreshingly decent and charming face in A&E's somewhat uncomfortable attempt at glamour and glitz. Too mean, isn't it? It's bitter, it's biting. I got carried away, I couldn't help it.